So no further wars under Topilianus's term of governorship. And Classicanus himself, already London has become the financial centre. London had been obliterated by Boudicca. Classicanus clearly devotes himself to rebuilding it because he can recognise that it's essentially the natural place from which to administer the finances of Britain. And when he dies in due course in 65, he's given this sumptuous funerary monument in the East End, so beyond the eastern flank of the city as the road leads out. And we know that because it was subsequently used as part of the medieval wall and found in excavations. And the original is in the British Museum, and there's a replica of it by Tower Hill Tube Station. So you can go and see that if you're passing Tower Hill Tube Station. Poor Topilianus comes to a much stickier end. So he goes back to Rome in 63 and is greeted with great honour by Nero. He's generally felt to have done a good job. And so in 68, when rebellion breaks out across the empire against Nero, Nero turns to Topilianus and puts him in charge of the defence of Italy. And Nero then commits suicide, and AD 69 sees a whole host of emperors, 4 in total, succeeding one another. And poor Topilianus gets put to death by the first of these emperors, a man called Galba.
Yeah.
But Galba doesn't last very long. His successor Otho doesn't last very long. Then you have Vitellius, and then you have Vespasian coming to power. And Vespasian, people may remember, was in command of the Second Legion in the original invasion back in AD 43.
So he knows Britain pretty well.
He does know Britain, and he kind of pacifies the empire and puts it back on its feet. This year, AD 69, the year of the 4 emperors, has been turbulent for Britain. So there are kind of mutinies. There are different legionary commanders backing different emperors. You get one of the legions is completely withdrawn. And so what had been a garrison of 4 legions now consists of only 3. And this in turn encourages an uprising against Rome in the kingdom of the Brigantes, which again we talked about before. It's essentially what's now northern England, ruled by this extraordinary queen Cartimandua, who had been consistently pro-Roman